Okay, I had to have two hands to do this, and can't hold the camera and all at the same time. But so I got some of that Loctite, the blue Loctite. Another thing too is be careful here, don't break your pointer. I painted mine iridescent red here, and hopefully it'll look a little nicer when it's the front plate is put on. So now I'm going to put pressure on here, and I seen that thing move down a little bit. So now I'm going to go. Oh, see, it's not slipping now. I'm going to go across here and go to the end, and that looks good. Coming across. Should have my little tuning dial on here, be a lot simpler, but go clear to the end. And that looks good. Oh, I had a little click right there. So I'm going to go a little more. You hear that little click? So I'm going to see what that looks like. That click there is normal there. That's your on the back here. In the back here. Right down in here. There's a when you go, it keeps you from going past, and so the variable, when a variable's all the way down to 0 or something like that, it keeps you from going past that, so that's normal there. But I should put this little dial on here, and maybe I can crank it. There we go. Go back and forth here. This dial here is not for this radio. Too bad, because I would like to use it, but unfortunately the way it's made, my main tuning shaft is not long enough to reach out. I'm going back and forth here. That feels good. Right there. And even I don't care for that click right there either, but well, that looks good there. I'm coming around, looking back over here. This keeps it from going any farther. Okay, so that's it. That click really shouldn't be there, but I don't know. Maybe somebody got a better idea how to solve for that one click on the left-hand side. But anyway, that's in there. Now I'm going to put some more. I'm just going to stick this down in here, and that's this one here that has the groove on it. I got plenty of blue stuff on there, and we'll get that down. I know my slot in the adjustment screw is perpendicular to the assembly here, so I'm just going to bring that down in there. I'm watching where my little slot is right there. There's my slot, and so I want to tighten it up here without losing adjustment on that other one there. That's tight. Maybe a little tighter. Oh, that's good. And also, I have the clearance now. I have the clearance now with that bolt going through here to the frame. That clears that round screw nut down in there. So the whole thing's in there. There's no wobbling whatsoever. It feels nice and solid. I can go back and forth without stripping the gears. Okay, and when I go down to each end, my main pointer adjustment does not slide left or right. When I get to the extremes, it stays where it's supposed to be. Because once you set it per band, you should always adjust it per band to get it, get it on there. But The only thing is that I got that clicking on the left-hand side, and I don't know how to adjust that. So maybe somebody else has been in there and could tell me. But there's other gears back down in here. Right on the variable, there's a split gear right there, right on the main variable, and then you got this reduction here too. So, and there is some set screws there, but I'm not going to fool with it. The little clicking on one side doesn't bother me any, and the radio is working. Now, there's one other thing you can do to this radio right off. You've seen the mod I did here, but there's another mod you can do right off the bat, and that is simply just lift the cover of the radio, and you got a transformer back in here with a cover. Well, you know what? Take that cover off of there. All that cover does is hold heat and makes this transformer hotter than heck. Now, it's winter time over here in Indiana, so only 72 degrees inside the house, and with a electronic thermometer using a laser, this transformer on a normal winter day here, what's 72 degrees inside the house, runs at 140 degrees. That's what the cover removed. When you remove the cover, this will be all silver, you know, just metal. And I painted it to make it look nicer, but. And then the cover here, I'll just put it in a box with the spare tubes and all that. So if I ever sell the receivers, they can still have the original. And they can put the cover on if they want. But why hold the heat in there and make that transformer over 200 degrees? I want to preserve the radio and keep the heat down. So anyway, that's the low down in here. I'm ready to put the front back on. By the way, the Allen wrenches on here, these screws inside here are hex nuts. They got 4 little ridges on the Allen wrench that come out, and they sit in a slot, which is much better. But I don't think anybody does that anymore, because that's more of an expense to make the parts. But fortunately, I have had one of the smallest adjustments I did have the right wrench. The rest, like the Allen wrenches, I got by with. So, okay, I'm ready to put this front end on, and continuing with upgrades on this receiver. So a lot of work, had a lot of problems, but there's my new SX101A product detector put in here. And I also, that's used for sideband and CW, but on AM I'm using the original AM detector diode there in the tube. So I get good audio on sideband, but then when I switch to AM, I got the tube detector diode, which is a little more fidelity. Alright, thanks for looking. This W9EHU will be out.